Well, this is my first YouTube video. Um, I thought about this a lot. But I'm gonna try and start a manga channel. If you can see to my right, I have a bit of manga there. I also have a lot of manga behind me as well over there. And I've always thought of making a YouTube channel. And I always was like, I can't edit. I don't know how to do these things. Do I even want to record myself online and have a video? But here I am. Let's try and start it out. If you may notice, I'm a little looking around, a little nervous. But what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try and make a video explaining how I'm going to be trying to do these. And let's just get straight to it. I'm Polino, but I'm gonna go by my username. I believe it's Dark Shadow. That is a gamer name I had. So, just to let you know, anyone's curious about that name, there's some information now before anyone starts to get weird, because I know the internet's weird. And putting myself out here is taking a risk. I'm already taking a risk. But what I'm going to be trying to do is explain how this manga setup is. So, first of all, this shelf right here. This is my smaller volume shelf, like the normal size. Like, for instance, for say, I pick up One Piece right here. This is this size right here, and this goes through all my smaller volumes for that size, but it also goes through some taller volumes, like, for instance, the Attack on Titan Omnibus, or, for instance, for, say, things that are too long to be like the others, like, for instance, Blood on the Tracks. Compared to a normal volume, like Seraph of the End, you can see it's the slightest bit longer, so it sticks out more in the shelves. So, I had to struggle making this shelf, but that is technically what this shelf is going to be. I try to organize it by a whole bunch of different things. I try to organize it by publisher. I try to organize it by author, and I try to organize it a little bit by color, kind of make it look good. If you're wondering why I'm shaking a little bit, is because my room is freezing. Hold up, wrong hand. So I have a fan on, and you may be wondering, why do I have a fan on? I do not like silence. I get ringing. I believe I may have tinnitus, but let's not go there. But back to this. I have a variety of different things. You may see I have singles, like I have like one volume of a series, and I'll have a lot. That's because I try to start a series by getting like first volume or a couple volumes, or if it's like a rare series, I'll get like a bundle if it's cheap. And I try to like start a series like, okay, like I have this list, and I'll pick out things to put onto the things I own. And once I have a volume, I know that I can start this. I can start collecting this, and this will be on my shelf, and I don't have to worry about it anymore. It's kind of like a reassurance. Like, if I have it, I know I can get the rest of the series at some point. It's giving me a reassurance, because I kind of see a lot on things like eBay or Mercari or Amazon or all these different websites. It's really hard to get manga, especially the rarer and more expensive ones. Like for instance, I'm trying to go for like Lady Snowblood right now, or Mr. Arashi's Amazing Freak Show. You may be wondering again. Sorry if I say may be wondering a lot, but that's just how I'm going to communicate. Is I'm a bit young for those series. Well, I'm like a person to explore the psychological aspect and explore humanity and explore life lessons. In those two series, I have a connection with them for some reason. Mr. Arashi's like my favorite horror genre. If you know what that is, do not watch the anime, do not read it, don't recommend it. But it is a very like disturbing series about a girl who is technically her mother dies, and a freak show, like a circus, takes her in. And there's a lot of things that covers like multiple different things. Definitely a psychological. And Lady Snowblood is technically a girl whose family was killed, murdered, and she's on a path to revenge, and is the big inspiration for Kill Bill. And I grew up with my father loving Kill Bill and loving all these action. He's an old school kind of action, but he's more of, he knows that, and feels like I would resonate with him with that series. So I try to get Lady Snowblood. Mr. Rashi's just one of a kind. It's hard to get. It's my favorite horror series on genre. So I was, might as well hunt it down. So, but I have been struggling to get those two series. But back on track. Is with the single volumes. I just try to get what I can find. And it just reassures me I can have it. I probably repeated myself. I definitely repeated myself. But that's where you're going to be seeing some series, for instances, like right here, Jujutsu Kaisen has multiple volumes because these are some of the series that I've started a while ago. I've gotten a lot of volumes for recently, or I have more than one because I've gotten more than one over time. But that's this show.